Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 17 of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom Let's Play for the Nintendo GameCube. In this episode, we're going to be doing Secret Power, and to win, Yuki's forces need to free Maya Luno. Yeah, I don't know what language that is, or like how they came up with the titles for this. It's based on like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise, which is like kind of Egyptian, but yeah. So in this episode, I'm going to try to get all 5 monsters. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I guess a couple episodes ago, I failed to get all the monsters. I saw in a comment somewhere, and I don't know. I want to try to, because as I said in the first episode, I think, or second episode, I'm trying to get 100% of the monsters, and I guess I can't do that anymore, but I'm still trying to pretty much, this is Let's Play, it's pretty much a walkthrough of the game. So yeah, I'm going to try to get all 5 of the monsters. 3 of them are in the bases, all in the 3 corners that I don't own. The bottom right, bottom left, and top left. And the first, and the 4th monster is in between Charte, the base in the top, in the bottom right, and the bottom left, like right in the bottom middle there, that the star is on right now. That's about where it is. And yeah, if my commentary doesn't completely match up with my video, like not like in time, but like where the cursor is moving and stuff, and yeah, where I am right now, that's where the 5th monster is, right in between those 2 bases, the bottom left and the top left. If my voice doesn't completely match up with whatever, that's because this is the first episode that I had to do post commentary, and that's because I was all set up to record this episode, and I did, as you can see, yesterday, excuse me, and instead, like, I recorded the video and I was talking through the whole entire thing, and I thought I was recording my audio, but as it turns out, my mic wasn't plugged in all the way, just mostly all the way in. So I kind of failed. Those that disturb my slumber must pay the price. Yeah, this is the first of the 4 battles you have to do here. And make sure you guys do the top left base last, because that ends the episode, obviously, because it's the boss. And yeah, I'm trying to fight everyone, so I'm doing that too. Plus I'm trying to get all the monsters. So yeah, they don't have any items, so I just go for attacking the guy with the highest health, so I can try to get the Dark Magician Go combo going to try to kill all of them, or try to get their health low at least. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And yeah, and from each base you also get a special item like Raigeki and Mirror Force and stuff. They all do like really powerful stuff, like Raigeki hits everyone and like hurts it, like pretty much like this dark burning magic attack, pretty much just the same thing, but it doesn't use any attack points or whatever. Actually, do items use attack points? Yeah, they do. They use 1 with the monster that uses it in the battle. So actually I was wrong, but yeah, that attack is very strong. And yeah, that's what I basically like to do in video games. I like to take one team, or one like for example in Pokemon, I like to just take one Pokemon throughout the whole entire game, kind of like this. Like I'm just taking these 3 guys. Well, there's been a lot of changes to my team throughout the Let's Play, but this is like almost the team that I like to use. It's not 100% completed, but after this episode it will be, so you guys are gonna have to stay tuned. But yeah, that's what I kind of like to do in video games. I like to just go through with like one, like for example, one Pokemon. Like when I used to play Fire Red, or even when I was a kid playing Original Red, I used to get Charizard, and yeah, you see I got Gravity Bond from that base. I used to take Charizard and go through the whole entire game with just him, or like Charmander, and evolve him, and then literally beat the whole entire game and just get like HM slaves, like Rattata and Pidgey and stuff. And I don't know, that's just like how I like to beat games. Like when I played Sapphire, I used to just use Blaziken, but sometimes I would use Gardevoir as well, because you get Ralts really early in the game, and he's awesome. But yeah, I don't know. You guys can comment if you agree with that. Like, if you guys also just use like 1 or 2 Pokemon or like 3 Yu-Gi-Oh monsters or things like that. Like in Final Fantasy, I played Final Fantasy 12 Infinite Wings for the DS, and I literally just used like Vaughn, and I like beat the whole entire game with him, kind of, in like one set of Espers, whatever they're called. And yeah, right here I kind of miss the monster, so I have to like double back a little bit. But yeah, don't worry about that. You just know that the monster is right around here somewhere. Dragon Piper was discovered in some small ruins in the forest. Dragon Piper has joined your party. And yeah, a special thing about this level is that the monsters in the wild, I don't know if we've seen this before in this Let's Play, but the monsters in the wild, you don't have to attack. Yeah, they just kinda join your party. It's kinda weird, but it helps, and it saves time. So yeah. So as you guys don't know this, but I am literally the world's worst procrastinator. Like, literally in school, I would do like homework like night before it's due, like 9 o'clock, do projects like the week before it's due. I sense a disturbance in your heart. Doubt will bring ruin upon you. Sorry, I was trying to read that. But yeah, I would literally, oh man, like do projects the night before they're due, starting at like 6 in the afternoon and stuff, and try to like rush and get them done. And that even extends to like other parts of my life, for example driving, because I'm literally 18 and a half, and I just got my permit. Like, and I'm commuting to college, so like I couldn't have waited to a later date. Like, oh man, I don't know, I'm just like a terrible procrastinator. I don't know why, I just don't do things before I have to, like ever. Like I have, it's not like my first time driving, like I did get my permit when I was 16, but I didn't drive a lot, just like a little bit. So like, yeah, it's terrible. Like, I remember one time I was writing like an essay the night before it was due, and I finished at like 1 AM, and like, oh man, I don't know if you guys do that too, but I'm just awful like that. Like, I do everything last minute, and yeah, it's just completely terrible. Like, don't do that, guys. Try to learn from my mistakes. But anyway, so I think I said this in the last episode, I don't really remember, but I went to a tournament recently and I came in 4th and my friend came in 3rd, and it was just a lot of fun. Machine King was discovered in the ruins. Yeah, that's the first of 3 monsters, and I got an item from that base too. Well, not the first, that's the like 2nd or 3rd. Oh, I didn't know you got a monster in the middle base. I guess I was wrong. But you do end up with 5 monsters at the end of this episode. Actually, I don't think you got one from the bottom left then, but I know you get one from the boss. Maybe I'm wrong. You get 5 monsters in this episode, regardless. 3 from the 4 bases, and 2 from in the middle of the path. You just don't get 1 monster from one of the bases. I just forget which base exactly, because I played this yesterday. So yeah, as you guys can see, I have no healing items, so it made it kind of hard. But I don't think I needed to heal throughout the whole entire thing anyway, because my strategy is slightly unfair. So yeah, but if you wanted to heal, obviously you could just buy healer I could have just bought healer at the base if you're like following my strategy. I must test the power of the one that attempts to break the seal. Yeah, sorry, I just like to portray the characters that are in these bases, because I was like all the way through high school I was always in theater, so I kinda like that, but nothing I would want to pursue. Oh yeah, in this battle you can see that there's one of the monsters has a plus. I don't know if we've seen this already. You usually see it with polymerization monsters. We probably have, but just to clarify that, all that means is when they attack, they heal like 100 or 200 or something, not too much. I don't know if we'll see it. No, you don't see it because I killed them, or that specific monster with this attack. So yeah. So yeah, in this episode, in this like level, all you need to do is attack the bases, leave the top left for last, and you're good. And just go in the middle of the path. And yeah, I got pretty lucky in this episode, I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of them missing, a lot of me trying too hard. And yeah, I don't know why I attacked him when the other one's guarding. And I was supposed, and Dark Magician was about to attack. I don't know. But another good thing about this attack is that it gets you a lot of points. And points decide how much XP you get, like experience, to level up. And I need a lot of experience to level up just because Dark Magician number 2, I started this episode at level 1 and I'm trying to get him to get to level 40 so he can do the double attack with Dark Magician Girl as well to make it extra unfair. And yeah, I got Mirror Force at that one, Beta the Magnet Warrior, and I'm going to the last base to get the last monster. So I guess you don't get a monster from the leader, but you get one of the game's best items, and it will even further alter my team. Yep, that's my dog's collar if you can hear it. She just woke up and it's like 10 o'clock. So yeah, what a lazy dog. But yeah, where that star is where the monster is, like halfway between the bases. So yeah, I also have like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I have a pretty strong deck. Labyrinth Tank was discovered in some small ruins in the forest. Labyrinth Tank is joining your party. Yeah, we're getting a lot of monsters in this episode. But yeah, I also have a deck. I wish there was like something online that you could do, because like with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because there's this thing called Pokemon Showdown where I sometimes do it, not very often, but when I get bored, you can just like create a Pokemon team and just battle each other. And I think it would be cool if someone made like a Yu-Gi-Oh card database or something, and you can make a deck and just duel people. And I could like make my own deck. It would probably get destroyed. I'd probably have to make a much better deck. But it would be fun to see how it matches up, because it's not like the best. It's just like the best 40 cards out of the cards that I already had, and a few new ones that I got on Amazon. But not anything like super special. So yeah, I used to like play with these two guys in my high school. We were kind of weird, but yeah. There was a great power attempting to come into this world. It is time for me to face my final task. And yeah, this episode, I don't know, the creators of the game got a little bit lazy because they used the same picture for all 4 generals. And yeah, I don't know, that's just, to me, personally kind of lazy, but I don't know, they have really interesting and unique monster makeups, like the teams. Like this is like zombies, like we haven't seen that yet. They're like warriors and stuff. So they're very unique like monsters that we're facing, but very not unique generals, since all 4 of them are the same. And at first you're like, wait a minute, which one is the leader, since they're all the same? But then you realize that right in the beginning it said to win you have to beat Maya Luna, which is the one I'm facing right now. So yeah, you just have to pay attention to that. So yeah, I don't know. It was just a little bit lazy of them. That's all I'm saying, because they could have easily used different monsters. And yeah, you see, I already like destroyed all of them. And then I attacked the guy with the most health. Or no, I don't. I attacked the guy with like the least health. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess it really doesn't matter, since the double attack does over 1,000 to everyone anyway. And I was just trying to get rid of the most stars, I guess, so they didn't attack as much. But yeah. And you guys can leave into the description, I'm making a description, into the comments, how I can try to improve this Let's Play, or further Let's Plays, since I'm probably not starting my next one until, after this one's done, because I don't know, I just think it would be too much, especially with college coming up. I don't know, I might start it soon, but I don't know. But yeah, you guys can always leave in the comments how I can continue to make them further. If you liked my post commentary, or to continue with the regular commentary. I like the regular commentary better personally, just because it takes half the time. Like, if you're trying to do post commentary, you have to record the whole entire video, rewatch it so you can like know what you're doing. Maybe you don't have to rewatch it, but you have to rewatch it at least once so you can commentate on it like I'm doing right now. So yeah, it's double the time. Whereas if you just record, yeah, from that I got Blessing of Moonlight. But yeah, you're in Millennium Golem. But yeah, it takes double the time if you're post commentating. And that's the item I was talking about, Black Luster Ritual. That can transform either Dark Magician or I forget who, Guy the Fierce Knight, I think. In episode 18, we're doing Face Off. Hoping to surround the capital of Sigvarthus, Yugi attacks the eastern fortress of Nonbur Castle. The majestic Nonbur Castle overlooks a lake and used to be the seat of the imperial family. But it was abandoned in the confusion as the empire started to fall. As Yugi's forces approached Nonbur Castle, he found something he had not expected. The imposing castle was being guarded by none other than the master of Blue Eyes White Dragon. And if you guys ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh! When you were little, or maybe you still are little, I don't know, you would know that the person who uses Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is also on the tins if you ever buy those, like the cards come in, is Kaiba. Seto Kaiba, I think his name is. And yeah, here, I tried to see if Dark Magician number 2 could be upgraded by Black Luster Ritual, but it can't. You can only use it on regular Dark Magician. So yeah, you're gonna see me struggle for a little bit. I tried to like do everything I could to try to get it, but you can't. It just doesn't work. So yeah. What is it? Yeah. So episode 18 is gonna be Face Off, and that'll probably come out the day after this comes out, whenever that happens. Because I'm trying to get these out and finish this game as soon as possible. And yeah, you see there, I transformed Dark Magician into Magician of Black Chaos, and he got like at first I was confused. I was like, why does attack go down so much? Like, what's going on? And then I was like, wait a minute, he didn't have these items. They got taken off. And then I looked back and I was like, wow, he has over 6,000 attack. That's what I said right now. Because like, that's a little bit ridiculous. But yeah, I don't edit my team anymore. All I do is put Dark Magician, Magician of Black Chaos in the middle, and Dark Magician on the left, because Magician of Black Chaos is awesome. And I hope I can still do the double attack with Magician of Black Chaos and Dark Magician Girl, because I would be pretty sad if I couldn't. And my strategy would go out the window. But I would probably still use the same monsters since they're so strong. Anyway guys, this has been episode 17, and I'll see you guys in episode 18, Face Off. See ya!